homes, friendly people. Yes, we have some quirks. So you're thinking of making a move to Steinbach, Manitoba, and you are not 100% sure. You got a few more questions. I got some answers for you. Today, we're just gonna go through a little quick video about pros and cons of living in Steinbach, Manitoba. First of all, if you're new to the channel, my name is Joe Friesen, and me and my team, we love helping people just like you make a smooth move to towns and cities like Steinbach, Manitoba and the surrounding suburbs. We do a lot of work in Winnipeg, do a lot of work in southeastern Manitoba. So welcome to the channel. We love having you here. If you're thinking of making a smooth move to Winnipeg, Manitoba and the surrounding areas, make sure you hit us up. All our contact information is in the description below. Let's jump into this pros and cons video. First, we're gonna start off, where is Steinbach even? About 50-ish minutes southeast of Winnipeg. So about 50 minutes southeast of Winnipeg. So you can either come down Highway 1, we're gonna go east on Highway 1. You can head down Highway 1, which is gonna go towards the Ontario border and make a little right turn or south towards Steinbach, which you're gonna go right through St. Anne or right past St. Anne, past Blumenord and right into Steinbach. So all these other communities, you might be a little bit curious about those too, but hey, if you stick around long enough, we might get around to all those videos as well. There's also another way. I mean, these are the simple ways. I mean, you can take any way you want. You could probably take all gravel if you want to. But other way would be obviously just going down, might not be so obvious. And I'm talking about just from the perimeter. So you take a Highway 59 up to Highway 52 and you just come right into Steinbach that way. So actually 52 and Highway 12, they actually just kind of collide with each other. So perfect, you'd be pretty much in the center of Steinbach at that point. So what does Steinbach have to offer? Like we said, affordable living, affordable homes, friendly people, got a few little quirks, and I don't know if you know this, but they got a whole big new Southeast Event Center. It's awesome. I heard they're doing some free skating in there, so if you got nothing better to do this winter and you want to come check out Steinbach, that might be a good reason to come and check it out. So Steinbach is also the third largest city in Manitoba, which is crazy because we got Winnipeg, Brandon, and Steinbach. Literally Winnipeg, Brandon, Steinbach, which is kind of wild, but it is what it is. Population between 18 to 20,000 people, and obviously it is just growing. It was actually one of the fastest growing communities cities in Manitoba for a while. Not sure if we're there this year. I haven't actually looked into it, but just awesome. So originally this was a Mennonite settlement, and so they grew a lot of roots here and all that good stuff. Another great place to check out would just be the Mennonite Heritage Center. Lots and lots and lots of rich history right there. So pro number one, house prices are significantly lower than Winnipeg, which is huge. You can find a newer family home for under what a small starter costs in the city of Winnipeg, and it is great for first-time home buyers or families who are just looking to upsize, right? So you got a lot of really good pros there. That in itself is one of the biggest pros, and with an economy that just continuously gets more and more expensive, this could definitely be just a huge, huge bonus to you, and definitely something you want to take a look into. So this also includes, you're gonna have a lot bigger of a yard typically, and maybe room for your bear, and you're gonna have a lot more house typically as well. And so it's kind of awesome. I love that part. And for what you can get in the city, you can often just get just outside of Steinbach for $500,000-$600,000. You can easily get a 2-acre property, which is a nice big house or a nice big property with a newer home. If that's not for you in Steinbach, obviously there's amazing, amazing homes as well. And the house that you can get for around that $500K mark, $400K, is just amazing. We actually just recently did an open house for one house. It was listed at $319. It sold for $365. Might be wrong. Might be a little bit off on the number there, but it was around that $365 mark. And we did the open house there, and it was wild. It was awesome. People are just coming in, and what competing offers is also not that terribly common in Steinbach. So when this does happen, that just means that house is just fantastic. So this house itself was beautiful. It had 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, big yard, attached garage. Kind of just gives you an idea of what Steinbach can get you, and for that price point. So that's under $400,000, and significantly under $400,000. So you can only imagine what $500K gets you if you're looking for real estate in that price point. Pro number 2, yeah, strong community feel. This is an area where you are going to have very, very strong community connections. And quite frankly, this is awesome. Like, it's not very, very odd for you to be walking past and, hey, Bill, how's it going? How's your wife? How's the life? You know, and it's a really, really good way to do it. So you'll find similar faces in Superstore, Walmart, and of course at church and hockey games. So just a lot of good times there just in general. So that's pretty cool. And of course, local events like Summer in the City, which is fantastic. It's huge. People love it. Pioneer Days, Christmas parades. People really, really show up to these things. It's kind of nuts. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. And you're just gonna have a good time. And there's always seems to be something new happening at Steinbach, so definitely something you want to take a look into. It's super great for families. That's pro number 3. Great, great, great for families. Safe neighborhoods, tons of parks, playgrounds, strong schools. Hanover School Division, one of the most sought after school divisions in Manitoba, and also tons of private school options. Obviously, there's all kinds of private schools available, bunch of homeschool groups. So even when you're homeschooled, there's homeschool communities that come together. We have friends like that. They just have a community that comes together, and it blows my mind sometimes. It's just amazing what all comes of this stuff. So pretty spectacular in that way. Letting that Mennonite in me come on that way. And then number 4, we have a super thriving local economy, which I think you could kind of come towards already when I was chatting here, and very local economy driven. So when somebody knows of somebody having a small business, I mean, they'll make a point of being like, you know, we're coming here to support you. We're coming here to love on you. We're coming here to love on your business. And it's such a beautiful thing to see. And with a community that has so much tradesman background, like we got electricians, framing, any kind of construction, you have farming, you got agriculture, just everything. Okay, it's all right here in the Steinbach community. It is actually kind of insane the amount of diversity we have when it comes to the market, the local market, just absolute insanity. When we have some really cool stores that are like from Paraguay, Mexico, maybe Bolivia, like just crazy cool stuff, crazy cool areas, and just a lot of fun to be around. So, and there's tons and tons and tons of small business opportunities. I mean, shoot, there is a restaurant here that everybody just kind of knows it for Schmonfat, for crying out loud. Yeah, Schmonfat, MJ's Cafe. Have you been? Drop a comment below and let me know. Have you been to MJ's Cafe? Real cool, real good. Pro number 5 is you're really close to nature. I think I kind of definitely went into that when we talked about just the properties of 2 acres and around that area. So a lot of fun in that way, but you are very, very close to nature. You're only 20-30 minutes drive and you are in Quadding Central and Marchand. You just go a little bit of east of Steinbach itself, down Highway 210. You're gonna be in country. That's super close to nature. Everything nature is here. A lot of good times. Pro number 6. This one might actually blow you away because I feel like sometimes we just kind of get lost in the city and the whimsical things in the city and blah, 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 blah. But the city is known for its cleanliness and good infrastructure. Roads are generally well kept. New developments have nice sidewalks and trails. And I mean, that in itself is, I mean, I feel like I just described Sage Creek just as Steinbach as a whole. Like, Sage Creek has that as well, right? You just have a lot of nice walking trails and all that good stuff. But here too, same idea. Steinbach, they did a really good job of always making sure that they got the homeowners in mind, and it's just so well done. And yeah, I mean, the pros, in my opinion, way outweigh the cons, especially when you're a growing family. This is definitely going to be something that's, I think, going to be very to you. And but we're going to get to the cons. So the cons of living in Steinbach, Manitoba. The reason you shouldn't move here. Con number 1, there is limited nightlife, limited entertainment. What kind of does, okay, a little bit like, it sucks a little bit, right? Because we have one theater. So So there's no really nightclubs, nothing like that. Like if there's going to be like the party life, the party scene, you're definitely going to be going to a buddy's house, a friend's house, or somebody's house. Just that's how the party life goes in there. And there's a lot of restaurants, but a few like dancing places, right? So you got a few places where you can go dancing and all that good stuff, but we're very, very limited to that. I mean, you got France Motor Inn, which is technically just outside of Steinbach, but it's still in Steinbach, and you got areas like that where you can go party it up a little bit, but it's not like the city where you got some, or like the city of Winnipeg, where you're going to go party it up and woo, you know, there's no nightclubs and all that fun stuff there. Commuting to Winnipeg, yeah, a lot of people don't like that a whole lot, you know, 40 to 60 minutes drive to the perimeter, and depending on traffic, and then obviously it's doable for work, but not ideal for daily commuting long term, although there are tons and tons, again, small businesses and small contractors and all that stuff, they do that on a regular basis. So yeah, it is one of those things that's just kind of there. It's just location, 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 right? 3 magic words in real estate. And then obviously number 3, weather extremes. So when we get winter, we get winter. In Manitoba, that's just a general truth. That's just bottom line. We can either get hammered with snow, although this year, I mean, this is November right now, and I don't think we've seen a whole lot of snow. The grass, like, I mean, I can see grass outside. It's crazy. That does not happen very often in Manitoba, but hey, whatever. And then summers are short, Steinbach does not have local transportation, and if they do, it's so limited that I don't know about it. So, I mean, you'll have your taxis. I'm not even sure if they have Uber yet, but they don't. They have their taxis, that's it. But there's no public transportation as far as, you know, we're going to get to the bus and we're just going to go from Main Street to you know, wherever. And so that is kind of whatever. So it's definitely a commuter city. So you're definitely going to want to have a car or bicycle or something. Like if you're living in Steinbach downtown, you're close to everything, but yet you'll have a few grocery stores downtown, and then the rest are all kind of northern side of Steinbach, more in the industrial area, which again, it's just, you just want to have a commuter. A car would just be very, very nice to have when you're living in a town or in a city like Steinbach. And con number 5 is, I don't really know if I want to put this as a con, but we're going to put it as a con. Like, so we got stores like Superstore, Canadian Tire, Walmart, all that good stuff. And it's all good. But we don't have a Costco, although we had a mini Costco come in, but that just doesn't compete to what actual Costco is, right? So Costco is definitely, again, for big families, growing families, that's definitely something you just want to keep in mind. That is just not something we have here in Steinbach, but it's, yeah, no Costco, no major retailer like that, or no big box shoe stores. No higher end shopping. So you're going to Walmart, you're going to Superstore, you're going to this Clear Spring Mall, to Winners for clothes and stuff like that. So a lot of times we find people are actually going to Winnipeg, especially when they're trying to get some a little bit higher end clothing and all that stuff. So that part, you know, it's a bit of a gamble, I guess, but you know, it's just it's just one of the things that Steinbach is definitely gonna. I think we're gonna get there. I definitely think we're gonna get there with the way it's growing. So will we get big box shoes? I mean, big box stores? Sure. I hope so. Eventually in the future, in which case this is a great time to buy there. So really cool. Con number 6, and this one is kind of like, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a touchy one for some people. Rapid development means more traffic on Main Street. Nearing capacity, longer doctor wait lists. I mean, anybody who's from Steinbach, they can definitely drop a comment. They know what the wait lists are like, especially when you're going to the ER. You're gonna be there a minute or 7 hours. It's just growing pains of a city that is growing so fast. So infrastructure is catching up, but the city is growing faster. So I'm not gonna get too into that. People can get very, very passionate about that part, especially the wait times in ERs and stuff like that. So that I think would definitely be the biggest con about Steinbach right now, is just the wait times for doctors and everything. Although I feel like that's more like across Manitoba more than it is just Steinbach or even just Winnipeg. But definitely ER wait times. This is something that is just, oh, how do you say it? Just garbage. Just garbage. At the end of the day, Steinbach is one of the best kept secrets in Manitoba. It's clean, safe, family driven, and affordable, but not without some of those quirks that we just chatted about. So is Steinbach right for you? So if you're thinking of making a smooth move to Steinbach, Manitoba, make sure you hit us up. Our contact information is in the description below. We love helping families just like you make a smooth move to Steinbach and the surrounding suburbs and all of the surrounding southeast area. We'd love to help you find your next home.